is only one Indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect
Yes, of course. Once again, I welcome you to this program this very evening. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom radio station. The platform is being anchored by Diokpa Uchuka from Efo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, as customary demand on this platform, I acknowledge members of the de facto customary government, men and women who, having seen the precarious situation we find ourselves as a people, have decided to hold the bull by the horn, embarking on a journey in which the end expectation cannot be negotiated, and that is Biafra restoration. Of course, on this platform, we have many pro-Biafran groups with different ideology. And I must sincerely tell you, it's not as if we believe in all the ideology, but does it really matter? As long as every ideology has propagated by this pro-Biafran group who has set up the Biafra de facto customary government is concerned, they want to protect the overall interest of our people. I must acknowledge members of the parliament as well as the implementation body. The platform, de facto customary government of Biafra, is headed by Alaja Sare Dokubo and deputized by our sister Rita Nebogo. Acknowledge people like Dr. Kado, Uchengukenkwo, Mazubidio Bienu, Ikenawan Onenyi, Engineer Ikenawan Onenyi, of course, Uchena Siebu, Evangelist Bonenfire, Eda Onyale, Joe Maria, Mbadike, so many to mention. You all acknowledge this evening, I must tell you. Biafrans, thank you. I appreciate members of the Biafra Nation Alliance. Of course, these are men and women who, in a time like this, would have run away, would have stood aside and do nothing, but they understand the need why. We must do everything within our power to ensure that we protect the overall interest of the Biafra nation. And so I acknowledge people like Okomoko, I acknowledge Chukunonso, Agowanye, Ada Biafra, Awele Odogu, and so many others too numerous to mention. I must extend my greetings to those brothers out there. Most of you are not Biafrans, I should assure you that. But then you identify with us in this struggle. Most of you are almost confused. You don't know where to start from, but you still stand on the path of truth. We remember you this evening, and of course, Biafran remember you, and it shall be well with all of you. That having been said, I remember the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. Sometimes we ignore them, but then these are our misguided brothers. We continue pushing until we are able to save them. We are the instrument that is meant to deliver them from a threatening danger. They walk on the path of destruction, they walk on the path of death, but yet they don't know it. In fact, many of our misguided brothers are there carrying out criminal activities. They're always on every platform, insulting everybody. We can go on and on and on and mention some of these. But then, acknowledge the Creator, the one who made the heavens and the earth, for without him we are gone as a people. And so without wasting much of our time this evening, we will move on to our topic for this evening discussion, which is titled Internal Agenda to Circumvent Biafran Restoration Project. Sincerely considering our position at this stage as regard to the Biafra Restoration Project, it is evidence that we all have been circumvented almost to the stage of inability to recover. There are a lot of deception, there are a lot of duping, there are a lot of criminalities, there are a lot of evil agenda, all targeted to deceive the people of Biafra. in a time like this. There is need for us, with this mindset, to begin to consider some of the following issues. There are a lot of things that we have neglected. Most of us are distracted, but we understand the position we are. Every one of us, every genuine Biafrans, we must rise up to the challenge that lies ahead. A lot of things are going to happen in this period, in this era. A lot of challenges, a lot of atrocities. But like I said, there is need for us to begin to consider some of these issues, as they have the capacity of influencing the entire generation of Biafrans. The ones that have been here, the ones that still walk the earth, the ones that will walk in the earth in the nearest future. First of all, tonight I want us to ask ourselves simple questions and hopefully sincerely respond to them. What exactly have we been doing regarding the restoration of Biafra? And what are the mindset of such action? I would have come out here this evening and tell you Nigerian government is corrupt, our politicians are corrupt, everybody is corrupt, British government and other colonial masters are stealing our resources. I would have told you about Fulani Janjaweed and Yoruba oligarchy. I would have looked for somebody to blackmail and then another person to turn your mind against them. But it's not necessary. If we can tell you all these things, and at the end we are like them, what is the use of deceiving ourselves? And that is why these days we beam the satellite on activities ongoing regarding Biafra restoration project. It's not as if we are ignorant of what is happening all around us. We have come to a position where we need to begin to ask ourselves questions. And that is why tonight I say let's review, let's consider some of the following factors. What exactly have you been doing regarding the Biafra restoration project? And what are the mindset behind such action? What have we been doing? On daily basis, our people are being killed. Maybe 5 years ago before now, we were putting all the blame on Fulani headsmen, Miatiala, Boko Haram. But did I say they are not killing our people? Of course they are. But then how things change automatically, that we no longer hear about Fulani headsmen killing and raping, and then we begin to hear of unknown gunmen and ESM and IPOB killing our people. The point is, those of you who are spectators, what exactly have you been doing? How do you see this issue? It's okay, right? We cry every day. Over 3 million innocent women and children were massacred. How many have we killed? In IPOB, I took my time to document the number, the names of all our people that have died. As I speak to you, I have recorded, confirmed over 900, getting to 1 million. 1 million Biafran young men, vibrant young men have died. Maybe one of these days I have to publish all their name on social media. And some of you, my brother left, he didn't come back. My sister left, they killed some of your brothers. They tell them they are in diaspora. They have sent them to training to train their people. I have to embark on that journey because somewhere along the line I got hold of a book written by one of the veterans who witnessed the Biafran War. He gave a very meticulous detail, having forensically investigated such matter. Over 1 million names of people who died and of course casualties of war. And by the time I saw how our people were being killed from all angles, and most of them, nobody to give account of them, I instructed every coordinator, let us take record. We continue doing this. Upload them on my Gmail. And then I forward some to China Sanwuru. We got to a particular year. Our people were killed. In fact, during Donald Trump rally. This was because they disobeyed the direct order. The order was disobeyed as regard the arrangement for protest, because there are people who want you to die, fellow Biafrans, to draw sympathy. I gave instruction. The protest start from Waterline. Ibe Amarachi, all of them are hiding. Told them that the Kanu said they should start from Obibo. At the end of that very protest, a lot of our people were killed. I demanded for the data of those that were killed. Because Chimobi Okafor, late Chimobi Okafor, was in custody of so many of those dead bodies as of that time. To get their name, Chikedozi and Tony Zurumike, they called a meeting, a DOS meeting. Why should I collect data? That is how now they can say stop collecting data. And now you can begin to understand why people were killed in his house. Over 400 persons were killed in the Kano house. He never mentioned anyone. He just told you his dog Jack was killed. And so other infidel, their name is not worth remembering. They hid this name. And today, if in that era, almost 1 million Biafrans has died recklessly, what about the eras of unknown gunmen? Do you know how many Biafrans that die on daily basis? China Sanwuru, Simeon Ekpa, Idu Kingdom, Ada Highway, Benjamin Madubugu, Bright Chimezie. Let me stop for there. Are we talking about all that criminals in the DOS leading all of you to death, to your death? I ask a simple question. What exactly have you been doing? Our people are dying in their thousands, and we say we are looking for Biafra. I ask you the question. What exactly have you been doing regarding the Biafra restoration project? You know, the worst crime is not committed by those who commit those crimes, but it is in the hand of those who saw that evil and they do nothing about it. We tread on the path of blackmail. What have you been doing about that? First of all, the killing of our people. What have you been doing to put an end to it? We saw blackmail of the highest order. How have you addressed that issue? Why do we like blackmail, character assassination? To you, it's a fun, right? And we're supposed to be looking for Biafra restoration. When it comes to issue of deliberately denting the image of Biafra, those of you who are wise, those of you who are sincere, you confess you love Biafra, and before your very eyes, you see people denting the image of Biafra. What have you done? Let's reveal it a little bit. Somebody woke up one day and tell you that Biafra is curse. Biafra is curse. Biafra is agent of killing our people. And now we are Idu Kingdom. And then another person comes up, begin to criminalize Biafra. Today in Nigeria, most especially Southeast, if there is any act of crime, they say is IPOB, is Biafran people. When they assassinate anybody, it is Biafrans. When they rape now, it is Biafra. When they kill now, it is Biafra. When they bomb police station, it is Biafrans. When they break prison yard, it is Biafra. When there are cannibal, it is Biafra. Now, have you tried to ask Nnamdi Kanu, what are you trying to achieve by that? Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu left a name we can all be proud of. They left behind a legacy that each time we remember their accomplishment, their great achievement. We're grateful to God that we are Biafrans irrespective of the challenges, turbulent moments we go through every day. But our generation, Nnamdi Kanu group of company, what impression are you trying to create? And those of you who are holier than her, those of you who are intellectually dishonest, those of you who pretend you do not know the truth, exactly what are you doing about the whole issue regarding the denting of the image of Biafra? Are we deceiving ourselves? Recently, they said in the house of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, new leader, George Obiozo, was burnt. And then I begin to wonder, did they steal the chair before they burned our house? Did they have to pack all the kitchen interns before they burned the house? They now remove the rug. Why are we doing this to ourselves? But we know the truth already. It's not everything we say here. But those of you who know the truth, who perceive evil that is lurking around the corner, and yet you keep quiet. There are a group of people who are dedicated themselves to dent the image of Biafra. Without the Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, without the doggedness of people like Uche Okafor Mefo, without the collaboration of the noble members of the de facto customary government, by now you people would have seen that Nnamdi Kanu and his fellow criminal will redefine the image of Biafra. But even with our present, they stop at nothing. And most of you are on Facebook, you are yapping. Some of them say, oh, don't listen to them, avoid them. But you are going to avoid for the rest of your life because you have no idea. We are your destiny and we are your doom. But I'm not talking to them this evening. I am talking to you, noble Biafra, who's supposed to know the truth. You know better. And why have you chosen to play this part of criminality? Why have you chosen to support in the killing of your people? The image of Biafra is dented, and whether you like it or not, as a Biafran, as Igbo man, Igbo woman, whether you like it or not, all of you under the umbrella of Biafra, whether you like it or not, dent the image. It will stain all of us. Some of us, oh, I'm not Biafra, but you are Biafran. Gowon know this, Obasanjo know this, everybody know this. The earlier you begin to rise up and identify those denting the image of Biafra, the better for all of us. We can as well consider the criminalization or criminalizing of the Biafra Restoration Project. I was listening to the broadcast of Uwa Sofia, and she was insulting Nnamdi Kanu's wife. And at the end of the day, she said Nnamdi Kanu's wife bought a house in London. She now lives in her house in London with Nnamdi Kanu's children. They are enjoying. Then idiots are here in Nigeria, inside here in Biafra land. You are doing Biafra. You don't have shame. Bright Chimezie lied to all of you that I threatened to kill his family. His children are in Canada. And then they are taking your children because you want Biafra. All of you are be idiot. Now no get sense. So if not for one reason, we will jettison everything and move ahead. And help you initiate Opopo scatter so that it will dawn on all of you. But if every other person is losing their head, we cannot afford to lose us. And so this message is for the people of Biafra. Ask yourself simple questions. You are in the bush, very proud animal like you in the bush. You are eating your brother and sister. You are a criminal. If you are not robbing, you are raping. If you are not raping, you are fundraising. Is this how Biafra is supposed to come? Before your very eye, you know people have criminalized the whole process. There are career freedom fighters. Chinas and who travel from one Asia country to another. Today is in Europe, the next day is in Dubai, the next one he goes back to his base in Kuwait. And you are hiding, you can't eat. DSS is looking for you. Don't you have sense? Is that how to get Biafra? Is that how to get Biafra? I have never heard that Chief Raphael Wazurike robbed anybody. Robbed anybody. I've never heard. I know people paid money. People contributed money. I never heard anybody accused Chukwuemeka Ojukwu for criminality. Though they can accuse his brothers, but not him. But Nnamdi is a criminal. His brother, fine boy, the one in police, all of them are criminal. In-law, auntie, uncle, all of them are criminal. And we have this evidence. And somewhere along the line, we turn a deaf ear and a blind eye. We pretend as if we don't know. Gradually, the animosity of criminality is increasing. And we think it does not matter. We see the end of this journey. If you noble Biafrans do not stand up and stop this evil, this monster will destroy all of you and everything you hold dear. Nnamdi Kanu is not even aware. I have made it clear in so many times in many of my broadcasts. He succeeded in initiating a process which he cannot control. You will see the consequence of our actions today. Those who speak up and those who decide to be mute, you will see the consequence. Then the second question we should ask ourselves, what must we do to remedy this situation? Regarding the denting of the image of Biafra. First of all, you must find out the truth. To remedy the image of the dented Biafra already. Most of you don't know the level of damage done to Biafra. You choose to play the fool's game. You choose to allow yourself to be foolish. Are we fighting on Facebook? Is Biafra inside Facebook? We cannot deceive ourselves. If indeed you want to get involved, if indeed you want to be part of the solution to help rebrand the image of Biafra, and so we can push harder and restore Biafra, you need to start by, first of all, ask yourself, what is the truth regarding this whole issue, this whole process? What is the truth about the Biafra Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for? What is the truth about Biafra IPOB is fighting for? What is the truth about all the blackmail, all the lie and deception? Have you tried to find out the truth? Have you asked yourself simple questions? If you have not done this, I tell you, you do not have the moral backing to say this one is right or this one is wrong. Until you conduct a forensic investigation regarding all matter, move back and don't join to create more chaos and sacrilege in the land of Biafra. Don't be part of that. Tell yourself, what is the truth? What is the truth? In every matter, in every issue, in every situation, in every circumstance, find out what is the truth. Nnamdi Kanu woke up one day, having set up all this plan you are seeing manifest today. He came on radio and said, these are the people you should look into. Where are all of them? You see, most of them cannot be compromised. They know the truth. I know they are waiting for the last lap. They will be the one that will disgrace Nnamdi Kanu completely because he's a criminal. How exactly can we ignore the clause in the will of our progress and then pretend all is well as if we are going to Biafra? When we know Biafra Restoration Project is being minded by career freedom fighter, people who pay themselves monthly salary, telling us they want to give us Biafra. My brother, in 100 lifetime, your contribution have just started. I tell you, your protest has just started. But I wish Nnamdi Kanu, of course he knew, because there are certain things he's going to do. He will provoke the very process that will undermine and destroy everything concerning him. Very hopeless set of criminals. Let's tell yourself, what is the truth about this whole matter? For a very long time, Nnamdi Kanu sat down, worked very hard to provoke most of us so that we misbehave. But he could not. It is not in his place to do that. The frustration of not being able to push us to mess up is killing him on a daily basis. It is too late for him to revise back. He has damaged a lot that he cannot rebuild. And I said of him to respect himself and move on one direction. He's still so deliberate. Rubbish there. Destroy them. Now we are rubbishing ourselves. Come and destroy us. Come and rubbish us. You Biafran, you criminal pretending to be Biafran, you ignorant, sincerely being a mugu, a hopeless animal. Why can't you ask yourself, what is the truth behind all this matter? It is going to affect all of us. I keep telling all of us, it is going to affect us. The people who are promoting this evil are hiding. They think they are untouchable. Don't worry. The time is almost upon you. Somebody wake up in the morning, he says he's fighting for Biafra. Then you go to a police station, the one you have burned before. You now set it ablaze. But some of these are supposed to be even Biafran property. Some of those houses are rented by police. It's not their property. And so when you burn their house, what happened? And I'm sure those property belong to people. That is why police don't even bother to protect it. Because by now they build that money for all of you and blow all your head. And then you go there, they neutralize you. The way they even pronounce neutralize, it's like they are doing you baptism. They don't make noise about it any longer. They kill all of you, pick like two, live like two alive. Those two now begin to sing, pointing out others. Tell yourself the truth. Will eating your brother give us Biafra? Will blackmailing your brother give us Biafra? With sending your people, leading them to their death so you can attract global sympathy, will it give us Biafra? Coming on my platform to insult me or any other person that has contrary view about Nnamdi Kanu, will it give you Biafra? By now you should know your threat, your arrogancy. You should know your blackmail and character assassination don't even have power over me. You should know it's not leading you anywhere. In fact, your action is the primordial influence. It becomes the real willpower. It activates us. It makes us function well. When I come, I don't see Nnamdi Kanu idiot follower on my platform insulting me. I am not motivated. Don't you get it? And so if you want to be a solution, first of all, go back and find out the truth and tell yourself the truth. Because this fire, all of you are lighting very close to the throne. It will consume all of you. Find out the truth. And then you can be free from this evil. You truly want to be a solution. You should be able to find out. Ask yourself. Take a decision. Make sure you decide to stand by the truth. Reposition yourself by taking a decision on the side of truth and positivity. If indeed you want to be a solution to the already damaged image of Biafra, our value system, our way of life, our culture and tradition, you must reposition yourself. In repositioning yourself, tell yourself the truth, accept this truth, and choose to stand by this truth. I know few noble men, when they knew the truth, they were willing to risk life itself for the sake of that truth. No wonder the Bible says, get the truth and do not sell it. Get the truth, walk by this truth. The solution to our problem as a people is right before our very eyes. But because we have to feel the ego of some criminals, we're being distracted. When this criminality started in inception and was coming to limelight, one of our brother called me, Okom. He said, we have seen what is happening. And we know the truth. And we will stand by this truth at all cost. But you people stand by this truth. I respect such words. Should I go back and remind you about Mazi Mefo? He knew the truth. He accepted to be rubbish instead of to compromise. Do I move on to tell you about Mazi Obidi? I remember his last advice to Nnamdi Kanu, the criminal. Maybe Mazi Obidi must have forgotten. He told him, this thing you are doing, you are putting mud on all of us. Please don't do it again. The only reason I'm advising you is that this thing you are doing will put mud on our body. And that is why we have to curtail you. That is why we have to advise you. But then the Kanu is a supreme, all-knowing, very powerful, more than God. Why will he listen? There are a lot of them, noble men and women, who rather they will not compromise the system. Just that most of them are mute. They are not talking. Maybe they are gentlemen. The music is playing already. We will all dance to it at some point. So polish your shoe down. Do not stand aside as if it does not concern you. It does. Don't stand aside. If people can dedicate themselves to then the image of Biafra, if people can dedicate themselves to deceive you in a broad daylight like this, if people can dedicate themselves to rob you and pretend to be helping you in the name of God, very unfortunate. And you are standing aside, it doesn't concern you. If it does not concern you, are you sure it does not concern your family member? If it does not concern you, are you sure one way or the other it's not going to affect your relative, your in-law, your unborn children? Look at those youth, their children, they are giving gun to ginger your morale that they are doing something. Do you know if process of rehabilitation for those children is not being carried out? Are you aware those children's life may be taken from them? We know how these things work. Why am I saying all these things this evening? I am calling on Biafrans, those who still have their conscience alive. Whether you are at home or you are in diaspora, there are a lot of controversy, and I keep saying what I say because I say everything I mean, and I mean everything I say. I am ready to bear the consequences of my actions as far as I am convinced is the truth. But I do not tell you I'm a perfect man or I know it all. Faith and conviction make the difference. And so I say, if you are a Biafran from within the south and the southeast, don't let them deceive you. Urobo Ishekiri, Ewake, Igala, Idoma, all of you rise up. Ogoni, Ijo, Igbo, Oboborati Napa, Ugebu, Ahoda, Bua, Mbito, Rumba, Nombisi, Amanu, Bankwiri, all of you rise up. Join the de facto customary government. There is no single pro-Biafran group that can correct this mistake. Biafran Nation Alliance is doing her job. Our job is to make sure that all of you who have become victim in the hand of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, if you come to the Biafran Nation Alliance, they touch you, we will let them know how they dance the dance of the spirit. All of them will run out of their house, but we cannot break the rules because we have made a vow to fight this battle to the end. But I'm telling you, if we must rebrand for good the image of Biafra, every pro-Biafran group, stop deceiving yourself. Every Biafra, look for a pro-Biafran group and join. Every pro-Biafran group, march to the de facto customary government. Because everything we hold here is being destroyed before our very eyes. Let us rise up. Rebrand the image of Biafra. Let us rise up. Redefine our terrain. Reposition ourselves to get our life back, because it is taken from us already. When I call a Gala, Idoma, and other Biafrans to come in, I have my genuine reason. Ojukwu designed his Biafra and left his brother out of Biafra. And that is because he never planned to divide Nigeria. He only planned to protect his people. And then he has to start from somewhere. Because he couldn't even extend his fellowship to his brother in the Midwestern region. If he cannot extend his relationship to his brother in the Midwestern region, the same Midwestern region that is governed by Igbo man, would they have been able to save the Igbo people in Kogi State? Not to talk of Igala. Would they have been able to save the Igbo people in Benue State? And then if Igala is not Biafra, why did he not chase out 21 community in Anambra that are Igala people? He would have cut them off to Igala. I am calling on you, Ogoja people. All of you Biafran, rise up. All of you Biafran, rise up. But I understand on this dispensation, the issue have to be discussed. The issue have to be reviewed. There are people that are not Biafra. They may want to join Biafra in the nearest future. Of course, when Biafra is restored. We are going to debate about it. That is why the parliament is in process already. And of course, if at the end of the day, there are some Biafrans that wish not to even be part of this Biafra, they can be allowed to go. And then they tell them farewell. But of course, it's all about restructure. It's all about constitutional review. It's all about devolution of power. It's all about resource control. It's all about being the author of your destiny. Is this too much to ask for? But all these things have been taken from us and denied from us. And then in an effort to restore and get our life back, the same group that came out to help us, let's on this umbrella, deliver our people from subjugation, emasculation, among other evils that plague us as a people. They now merchandise us. They now criminalize the whole process. But do we now have to back down and then submit to this deception and criminality? Do we now have to shut up and then go back with the truth at our disposal? Hell no. We say no. Arise and don't let anybody deceive you. in Biafra de facto government. It is simple. Come forward. Tell us what you think you know, what you think you can do, and then process is initiated. Nobody lord it over anybody. Nobody think he knows this all and is overright. Nobody is right and nobody is wrong. We all may be wrong and we all may be right. Only God is truth. Are you not tired of this drama? Oh, Soludo want to talk to IPOB. Rubbish. Hey, Buhari want to beg IPOB. Rubbish. Oh, they gave him the kind of 5 Igbo state. Rubbish. Oh, Queen of England gave him money. Rubbish. Now they can't even lie. Do you know what they promised me? They not promised me. They not promised me. The whole world promised you. And yet you are threatening every governor with the influence of the masses behind you before now. You threaten all governors into submission. You share now the Kanu and IPOB criminal like Chikedozie and the money that God these governors supposed to use to develop our region. All of you collected your percentage. Very unfortunate. Look at Willie Obiano. He just handed over to Sodudo. It's running. Why is Eben Nine choosing also? Eben Nagion choosing also? Willie Obiano is the godfather of Nnamdi Kanu first son. Nnamaka. Willie Obiano bought 2 Jeep, SVU Jeep. He gave Fine Boy 1. He gave Nnamdi Kanu 1. He's running to where? America. And you people put us in here. We are not going anywhere. That Biafra, you people want to criminalize and kill all of us. We are not going anywhere. And if you know the truth, and you are ready to defend your community, stop deceiving yourself, stop pretending. Let us stand up once and for all and put an end to this evil. Not until we are thoroughly purged ourselves of this iniquity. I tell you, we do not have the capacity to confront the real enemy, the real issue. I'll stop here tonight. Tomorrow we'll continue from there. Still in the process. And of course, our studio lines are open. And if you are able to connect through the studio line, you are free to do that. But if you are not able and you have access to any of my social media platform, you are free to call in. Our studio direct line is 081 I beg your pardon. 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971 is our direct line. And then the WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642 is our direct line. And of course, if you see the need why you must stand to defend the Biafra nation, help rebind the image, help to push forward till our needs are granted. Our land is, savaged from every form of threatening danger. And you feel like joining this group. Any pro-Biafran group, you believe in their ideology. You can inbox us on our platform. You can get to us on any of our platform. Our continental administrators usually come on air to give out their number for those of you who want to join. It's not a matter of whether you love or you hate. This is a matter of standing by the truth. If we must defend Biafra, sentiment must be put aside. If we must defend Biafra, everybody must stand aside to ensure we do the needful in order to restore Biafra. The lines are open and you are free to call in. Do not forget we are on Facebook, We are on other social media platforms. You can get us on Zeno, Simple Radio. You can get us on the satellite. And of course, there are arrangements on ground already to introduce or to ensure that the relay station goes round Biafra land. You get us on 100.5 FM. Those of you in Anambra State, those of you in River State, you can have access. Of course, some areas. But don't be dismayed, because it is going to get to your area sooner than you expect. This is still Radio Biafra Human Rights, and our lines are open and you're free to call in. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This is the time where we must allow truth to prevail. We must tell ourselves the truth, and in the end, with this truth,
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Country people, na person wey dey close to person na dey hear the smell of him mouth, and this na why as we dey prepare for the 2023 general election for inside Biafra land, e go good make you know say the only place wey be say you go dey decide your future na when you dey for inside the table where they dey make decision. And that na why we dey encourage you say make you go colobi your voters card, also known as BVC, as we dey prepare for this election, if you want make we get effective and good governance for inside the land of Biafra. This message na from Biafra de facto customary government.
Identify yourself anywhere you are. Only the children of the land of rising sun, Ephraim.
Biafra, the land of rising sun, where milk and honey are flowing.
Why did you erase the bite of Biafra from the map of Nigeria? Nobody has a right to erase a name, bite of Biafra from the map, put it back on the map. You have no right to put it back on the map.
Country people, as we dey prepare for the 2023 general election for inside Biafra land, I won't make you know say bite of Biafra go return back to the world map. But how this one go take happen? It means say you and I will go put hand together, make we go colobi our voters card, also known as PVC, for effective and peaceful governance for inside Biafra. This message now from Biafra de facto customary government.
of course, efforts are still being made to ensure that this restoration project is brought to a conclusive end. Do not stand by as if it does not concern you, because it does. It does concern you and every one of us. Tell yourself the truth. Decide to stand by this truth, and then join those who are actually looking for the way out. Our lines are still open, and of course in no time we'll be rounding up. Everything is governed by process, and every process leads to a formation, and in every formation it opens door for reality. Time for impression is over. This is the time for reality. And believe me, we are not in a hurry to initiate all the process. We are not in a hurry when it comes to engaging situation and circumstance. We have started this journey. We will get to the end. But on every seashore where we'll drop our anchor to review our journey so far, you will see we would have been able to go through the process of life itself. Let us defend Biafra land. Let us defend the people of Biafra, because this is all we have. And if it is taken from us, all of you Biafrans who are pretending now, you will lose inside this very country.
Biafra is
The line is still
only
open.
home. It is our only hope. From the rising of the sun to the going on the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home. Is our only hope, Biafra. We must always strive to do what we ought to do to restore Biafra back, hope of our children. Oh, Biafra is our only home.
Yes, of course, at this moment I'm joined by our daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me, Mazio Bedi? Can you hear me, sir? Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Your voice is not coming out, but then we must proceed. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, my Reverend.
Good evening, sir, from here, and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon from here. You're joining me in this program this afternoon. To add voice to what you're doing concerning the situation we find ourselves. The message must continue. Does not matter the threat, does not matter the blackmail, does not matter anything that comes out of it. The message continues, and faith, they say, cometh by hearing. Because in as much as we are not in millions, in as much as we are not in thousands, raising phones of all kinds, shouting, making threats of all kinds, singing hallelujah and praises to the criminal of our time, reasonable people are getting the message. For whatever reason, a lot of them are so scared to speak out. But I have always told them that God in heaven has not given us the spirit of fear, but rather of power and of a sound mind. So the fear is not going to lead nobody to nowhere. So I urge you, if you know something, say something. If you see something, say something. Because if you don't say it, when you see it, when you don't say it, when you hear it, you are part of the problem that we have. So my call this afternoon is nothing else but to let you know that you are not alone. We are listening. Sometimes the time constraint and things that we do here does not allow for us to call in, but as far as I'm concerned, any little time that I have, I will give it my best. We have seen how far we have brought shame. Or rather, I will not say we, but rather the criminal of our time has deceived so many of us by lying, so many things he said, from the time that he came into the struggle, the opposite is happening today. He promised not to kill nobody. He promised that the struggle has to be peaceful, that we are not, we are peaceful lovers. He promised that he will not have any interaction with any politicians. No dialogue of any type. He promised he's not going to betray. He promised that we'll worship Chukwokike with all our might, with all ourselves. But all these things turned around to be false. Okay, the violence is on the horizon in our land. The soon he thought he has arrived, soon he thought he has army, he began to threaten violence. Not just threatening, but living our violence. We know of the ESN that was created to guard the farmlands and everywhere, and to rid the farmlands of the Fulanese. Today, there's no more Fulani in the farmlands. The IPOB ESN that was created by Nnamdi Kanu is the one that is raping our mothers, killing our people, brutalizing our young men and women, eating them up and killing them and eating them up in those farmlands. Okay, today, the Nnamdi Kanu has adopted violence. Tomorrow is Monday. And I know that some of them who are still alive, who are disconnected with what is happening, are going to come out tomorrow and try their mess. They are going to come out and disrupt people who are going about their businesses. They are not fighting the enemies, but rather they are fighting our own people. Unfortunately, the vulnerable population. We know that Somalia, that Nigeria supposed to turn, is no longer Nigeria. It's happening in Igbo land. Every day is an issue of fire being set here and there. As you rightly mentioned, the Ohanese president is one of the victims, just recent victims. And there are a lot in their list, because as you see, a lot of them are threatening. Now they are threatening both everybody. Everybody. They are threatening what they will do. They have threatened and asked the army to leave the land, that if any army does anything, of course we know they are terrorist army, that they are going to go against the leaders, the so-called leaders, by the way, because this situation is very difficult to talk about. It is a taboo. It is a dilemma. We know that the problems that were created today is as a result of the inability or incompetence of the so-called people whom we voted into power, whom we asked to go and represent us. They were not able to represent. They are not even telling us the truth, because they're claiming that they're representing us and lying and deceiving the people. They are all part of what is going on today. And because Nnamdi Kanu is amongst them, is amidst them, that's why they are scared to death to do anything contrary. That's why most of them are not saying anything. Few days ago, we saw that Obiano soon he got down from his office. He wanted to fly to United States, where he wants to come and have peace. He could not stay one day in Biafra land, and he stayed for the past 10 months or 8 months that this violence has, has heightened between the Hal and Nnewi axis. Obiano couldn't do anything because he is part of the problem. Obiano is the one that is sponsoring them. If it wasn't him, we don't know how Obiano will buy Laredo for Benjamin Wanwase and Nnamdi Kanu's brother. We don't know why he just kept silent. And all these reports are coming from Otto, Ihala, Uli, Newi, Amici, and Obiano did not do anything as the so-called governor of Anambra State. But he was quick to run out. So there's no way they can exalt themselves from what is happening today. There are so many of them, they know what they're doing. But unfortunately, what I can promise them is that all these things that they're doing, all these ditches, all this gallows they're setting up for their people, they must all fall into that. Because there's no reason for this situation to have escalated to the level where we are right now. So I just want to use this moment also to put out my voice on the air for the incoming governor. I do know that there has been rumor going around that they called them for a round talk or whatever, a peace resolution. And I said it in the earlier morning broadcast, and I'm saying it again. You should remember, you cannot call any murderer, any criminal of this magnitude for discussion. But rather you go after them, pick them up, and let the law take care of the case. Because there's no way you can reward a criminal, regardless of how you guys look at it. And it's important, unless you have a different version of what is going on. We know that a lot of you are lying from the pit of hell. A lot of you are saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not the one doing all these things. Then you must have been privileged with that information to tell the people who are these unknown gunmen, who have now taken the lives of a lot of illustrious sons and women in the land. If you are one of those that always come out to say that it's not the IPOB or IPONC led by Nnamdi Kanu, then you must begin to, I think you need to be held accountable to tell us who is the cause of all these things. Because evidence abounds. The threat, he said exactly what he's going to do, and he's doing it right in our faces. So the earlier the better. The earlier our people understand this. I know that some of you in the bush or the bushes are not listening to this, but I encourage your families who might be listening to this, who are still in contact with you, to call and advise you and let you know there's nowhere in hell you must disengage. For the ones that are supporting this evil in diaspora, you must disengage. Time is counting down. Don't say you didn't hear this, because you don't quite understand what you're doing. I know that some of you are emotional about your freedom. A lot of you want your freedom. But this is not the way to go about it. It's not about threat. It's not about killing ourselves. If we want to get freedom, all of us has to come together as one and get the freedom. We have provided a platform for that. As you all know, once we notice the lies from this Leviathan and Ebelim of our time, we disengaged because that's what we needed to do. We came out openly and apologized to all the people that he has blackmailed. We apologize to all of them, including Chief Rafu Wazrike, including Asare Dakobo, who is the current chairman of the Biafra de facto customary government, including Tony Nedi, who has not in any way encroached in the Biafra struggle. All he was doing is explaining that it will be better for all of us, including the Yorubas, the Benuins, the Biafrans, to all do these things together and take down the same constitution that has enabled this suffering. That's all he's saying. He has not come to condemn anything that we are doing. But he's always antagonized. He's always being blackmailed. The same thing with Chief Rafu Wazrike. We don't know how he did, but we do know that he was the one that resonated this issue of Biafra again. A great leader, a late leader, Chief Dim Odumegwu endorsed Chief Rafu Wazrike. We also know that Chief Rafu Wazrike has been working as much as he can for the restoration of Biafra. And he's not running away, just like you rightly mentioned, my reverend. It's in Biafra land. So if you're in Biafra land and listening and you want your freedom, you may decide to be a part of Bima Sub. You may also decide to be a part of BNC, which is also led by Chief Asare Dakobo or Elijah Asare Dakobo. You can also be a part of Biafra Nation Alliance. As I speak right now with Reverend ONYIBE, he's in Biafra land. He's not out there in the bush. It's in the city of Abo. So make contacts so that we can all begin to walk in peace and unity. The Biafra de facto government, customary government, is the umbrella for all these outfits. Yes, people may like to decide to be in a group, but as a nation, we are all under Biafra de facto customary government. So make yourself available, disengage from this charade and deceit and delusion that has engulfed the land. As you come, as you make yourself available, we want you to consider that what we need from you is truthfulness and humility. None of us is God or Son of God and can never be. That's why we are doing what we can do as humans and still asking God to help us to find favor. But we can only find favor when we wear that humility. So to come. There are so many outlets there. My brother Mbadike comes here and announces number. Paul comes here and announces his number. This platform on Facebook has numbers you can call. My Tonda Muchide Rodogene has a number on his platforms that you can call. Anselm Udowele. They all come here intermittently, periodically, to announce numbers that you can call to be a part of this. Please do not continue to while away, because the longer you wait, the longer we stay in the wilderness. And my Reverend, I want to yield for any other call. I want to thank you for what you're doing for us. May God continue to keep and bless and strengthen you, and more importantly, to preserve you and your household until Biafra comes and beyond. And for all Biafrans who are listening, I will say all Biafra shall come. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Of course, that is the voice of Mazi Obidi Obieno, one among a few Biafrans who saw the truth, stood by the truth, fought for the truth, and they are still doing the same till today. We cannot allow ourselves to be deceived. We cannot deceive others even in the end. But of course, there is a dire need for us to reposition ourselves within the Nigerian state. And to be able to do that, it requires some of these processes which have been initiated in time past, though have been compromised. But then, we'll continue doing the best we can, though we may make mistakes. But then, in the end of all the mistake, we are exposed to correction. The people of Biafra do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. Let us stand up. Let us rise up. Let us march on to our freedom. Biafra is our only hope. Biafra is the last hope of a common Biafra. Don't let anybody deceive you. We have wasted a lot of time in the wilderness. Believe me, there is no better time to begin to prepare to go home than this very moment we have found ourselves. You don't need to shy away from the truth. You don't need to hide from the truth. You don't need to be intimidated. You don't need to think it is unachievable. You don't need to think it's impossible. And you don't have to approach your people through judgmental spirit. The process is still ongoing. Look for the de facto customary government. Look for the nearest Biafra Nation Alliance family close to you. Look for any pro-Biafran group you agree with their ideology. And make sure you are not left out in this process. Go get your PVC if you have not done so. It is very important. We are here to tell you what to do with your PVC, but sooner or later you will be informed. If you don't have, when that time comes, you will be left out. And this is one thing we do not want. You cannot forget that you are a Nigerian citizen as well as a Biafran citizen. You must enjoy the benefit of your dual identity. Yes, caller on Messenger, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
You're welcome to the program.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, everyone listening. This is your brother Odogu Awele. So I want to thank you very much for your enlightenment here. Program you're bringing to us every day. I just want to encourage you to please keep it up to unravel this thing this criminal used to block the minds and brain of some of our people that they can't reason anymore. Even at the height of this, at the height of the criminality, killing, pillaging, raping, robbing of people, burning down, and destruction of properties, they are not still reasoning to differentiate that these guys are criminals, hiding in the name of IPOB, DOS, do autopilot, whichever name they come in, of which their leader is Namudi, Wanekaoku Kanu Kenny. He is their leader who instigated everything going on. We are pushing this, are trying to let these guys know to save their lives, that those who you think they are here to save you are not even here for your sake. They are here for money. All they do is to contribute money, and when they contribute the money, they eat it. They're in diaspora, they have more better services when it comes. They have more access to good life. But you back home, they send you into the bush, and they promise you when Biafra come, they will build mansion for you, and they are building mansion in their places. They build in Lagos, they build in their village. They build in all parts of Nigeria. They are building mansions. They promise you they will send your children to the best school when Biafra come, and they are sending their children abroad. Somebody like Bright Chimeze, if I'm not mistaken, Bright, he sent his own recently to you abroad, and they send you to bush. One thing you should reason is, why are they not sending your kids, at least the little school we have now, why are they not sending your children to those schools and paying their school fees? They are living a healthy life, and they send you promising when Biafra come. Why are they not waiting till the Biafra comes so all of you will enjoy it together? So I'm trying to let you guys know, leave the bush, save yourself, just like Soludo told you guys. And most importantly, we must unravel the meaning and what these criminals call Emma Powerful in the name of Fine Boy, in the name of Emmanuel Kano, answering Fine Boy and the Emma Powerful. The people didn't go through, didn't go deep into what this guy said. If Soludo want peace, but if he doesn't want that, what it means that if he doesn't agree with them, they are gonna keep on destroying Anambra State. This is what the nonsense the truth is calling for me. If Soludo doesn't agree to their terms, then they are gonna destroy Anambra State. Of which Soludo is not Obiano. You guys know the deal that he made him to buy 2 SUV jeeps. Do you know how much that cost? Do you know how many millions we are talking about? One. Do you know how much it costs in the market that he bought 2 for Nnamdi Kanu and his family? So I don't think Soludo is we tilt towards the Obiano style. I think he will go hard on you guys, just like he said. And you guys should come out from the bush. Then if you decide not to come out, then he's gonna. I know he's gonna take the Hope style, because this is out of hand. Look at even the president of Anezemdigbo. I like what they did to his house, so that he let him go back now and seek for political solution for the Belimana and the Kanu. Now at least he has received it partially. He should not go to Abuja and ask Buhari for political solution that he's seeking for now. Let them feel what other people are feeling. You guys saw these guys are a bunch of criminals. You are supporting them. It's going for one reason. You know, he's a terrorist, not just a criminal, he's a terrorist. You guys are going for political solution. These men are shame to them. And at this point, you must call Fade Bubemonso, Fadambaka, Fadangongo, or the Mewa World ONYIBE Congress, these guys should come out now. They should come out. Their sons are destroying stuff now. But you should come with your 50 priests. If it was a mistake you did, you have to come out publicly and apologize to the people that you misfired, you misstepped. You should not go into hiding and go towards go to the chapel and say, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee," and our Father, and I should forgive you that you didn't know. You should come out publicly and apologize to the people. Come out publicly and apologize to the people. People have sent people don't know anything about this. We have lost billions of naira of what of property these guys have bought on the name of trying to prove a very cheap point. Reverend Father Baka, you must come out now. You must come out. It's time for you to tell the world that your sons are doing you proud. Since this is what you want, come out and tell the world your sons, your spiritual sons are making you proud. Since this is what you guys want, destruction of Igbo land. So some of these elders supporting these guys look seeking for political solution. I pray they will get to all of you one after the other. I don't support violence. I don't support violence. It doesn't matter in any way it comes. I don't support it. But it should get to you guys because people that this thing have happened to, even before it happened to them, they have been speaking against this thing, and it's happening to them, and they're still speaking out against it till date. And you guys are speaking. You should that your brothers on 190. What kind of 190 is that? And when some of us, they will say, like person like me, if I'm talking to some people, say, I'm not, are you from Southeast? I'm so fucking what? Do they know where I was born? I'm from Southeast by bet, if they don't know. I was born in Anambra State. If some of these misguided guys, I don't know, I was born in Anambra State, and some of you that, let me go. If you want to know where I was born in Anambra State, in Obaru. If you want to know more about me, go to 302 Artillery Regiment on Onisha. Go to block 46 and 56 in the army barrack there. You can go to the Sappers Club or Gunners Club in the barrack there. You get more about me. So you want to know more about me. So by bet I'm from Anambra State. Yes, I say it. We are not hiding ourselves. But I'm from Delta State. But by bet I'm a stakeholder in Anambra State, so I can speak in another state and anywhere else. Even as a Nigerian citizen also, I can speak anything happening anywhere. They are destroying the lives and properties of people in Southeast Igbo, just within few states there. Imo State, Anambra State, part of Enugu, but they are receiving it what? And the criminal place is peaceful. Umuahia is peaceful. Nothing is happening in his own state. At their state, nothing is happening there. If this were okay, let me tell you guys, are you guys not reasoning? You are so foolish. You are somebody from Akwa Ibom. Isima is telling you to lock down your place. Okay, tell you Isima is his place not part of the Biafra or you do. Why are they not locking down his own state? You ask Sofia that is telling people to lock down. Why are they not shutting down their own place in Edo State? I will never support that. Even if any guy even say such a thing, people might people anything they do to them, they'll go and do it to my family immediately. I don't know why people are not taking this thing to this guy's place. Anybody they burn his place, you should mobilize people to. Nobody has autonomy over violence. Nobody has that. Take the violence to their own place. They burn your place, burn their own too. They feel as you are feeling the pain, they feel the pain. If they kill your brother, kill them, because this is what it is. This is war. We are in war. This is war. War with some of our misguided brothers and sisters. Just to prove a very cheap point. Nigeria is killing. You guys will go, you burst police station, you kill soldiers, and when soldiers come, they have to revenge and they kill the whole villages just to regain their honor. They burn down villages, and you start shouting, "They are killing us! Oh, they are killing us!" Why you guys are the ones causing the problem? If you are strong enough, why are you not guys facing the soldiers one on one? I thought by now you guys should be occupying 302 Artillery Regiment on Nisha, or even Obinze, or Itutudi Velugu. You guys should be occupying those military bases right now. You see the way Boko Haram will ransack some military bases in North. It's not happening now again because the Nigeria formation are dealing with them in the North. They don't know. If you say Buhari are pampering Boko Haram, they are not pampering them again in the North. Let me tell you guys too. So if you don't know now, they are not pampering them in the North. So you guys should change. Stop this violence. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. It's not going to pay you anything. Check how many of you that have died. Nonsense to they tell you it's your day. See, is not entering. You guys should stop this violence you are putting on. And just before I will give my closing remark, I just want to encourage people that are listening. This is your platform. If you believe in One Nigeria, it's your platform. Call on this platform. Bring your own idea. So many people are listening. Bring your idea. If you believe in the constitutional amendment, call. Bring the idea. The people are listening. If you believe in regional autonomy, it's fine and good. Bring the idea. You must engage. Not just bringing the idea. Also, you must engage the idea. You must be part and parcel of the ideas. Then, for those of us that also believe in taking control of our territory politically, we are also doing our own best to take control and remove this bad politician to the well-being of the people. No, they're not contributing to the well-being of the people. All they do is loot. Okay, look at Obiano. He handed over. He didn't even wait to even spend a few hours. He's already on his way to Houston, Texas, USA. A whole former governor. He already got to fly out. What is pursuing him from his own state? No matter what Peter Obi might do sometimes, but why I love that man is very simple and very humble to the core. I've met this man in several places. I've met this man called Peter Obi in several places, even in church, in Kachiga Eseluku. He comes most times there when they are doing ordinations of priests. His police will tell them, start aside, people will meet him. You see, is Peter Obi not moving around freely? So why should we not be running? And for some people will say, why are they not arresting Tinubu? Why are they not arresting Ganduje? If in this aspect, I love it. Nigeria should continue doing it so that our politicians should stop stealing. If they're not arresting them in the north and in Yoruba land, it's fine and good. Then the looting will continue in those areas. Then you that know that they will arrest you if you loot in the first place. Place. So this is some of the things you have to take into reasoning. And finally, before I go there, I just want to encourage our people to go and get their PVC. The registration is still on. Please try and get your PVC. Let's get rid of these guys that don't have our interest at heart. Let's get them out from the governor, chairman, local government chairman, state assembly, national assembly, house of rep. Let's see if at least our life will not be better at the moment. Let's see if our life will not be better.
That is network challenges as always, but then we must continue to push forward until we get it right. Yes, I have you back, brother. Go ahead, please. You're back now. You can go ahead with your closing remark. Can you hear me? Of course, it continued that way. This is still Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio. And of course, for those of you who wish to call in and make your contribution on this evening program, you're very free to do that. Don't let anybody deceive you. It is as simple as ABCD. All of us must get involved, one way or the other. All of us must get involved. And to do that, there are certain things you need to do. Find out what is the truth behind all this criminality. What is the truth behind the ESN? What is the truth behind the unknown government? What is the truth behind every character assassination? What is the truth? And so now you know the truth. The moment you know the truth, you make a decision. Take a firm decision to stand by that truth, to live by that truth, to defend that truth at all costs. And you see, in the end, all of us will be able to save all of us, because all of us have been wounded already. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program, and we must continue from there. Yes, a caller on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
You're back. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sorry, I think I was having some network issues.
Yes, go ahead.
So I will just try and summarize up so other people can come in. So I just want our people to take this thing serious and get their PVC. Let's get this power. Part of the problem we have as a people, because we don't see why we should have a sitting governor. This you don't owe then salary. They receive the money. So why should those things be happening? Why should there be like this type of insecurity? Because they receive a security vote every month. They pay them also. Or they receive security. Security they are giving those money for. They should emulate what is happening in Ebonyi State. Dave Umahi is dealing with FPOB bingos there. He's dealing with them there. They should emulate and also emulate the style of Hope Uzodinma. He's doing good in that aspect, even though he's using the military, but he's good because he's the people he trusts. Dave Umahi trusts the people he's using, the civilians he's using. So other people should emulate and end this nonsense going on. So this shall end it here. But thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. But before I will go, I just want to salute the men on top who are really working. I know their name are too numerous, so I don't know where to start from. I just want to greet them and greetings to our daddy, the Lord. Thank you. Bye bye, sir.
Yes, of course, we must continue to tell our people the truth. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Everybody must come on board. All hands must be on deck. And of course, your input is expected, is required if we must successfully renegotiate our position in the Nigerian state. Men and women are standing by already, waiting for the right strategy to be initiated, and then we move on. Do not be a spectator. You have to rise up and join this move. On this note, I will be signing off from this evening segment. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from where we stop. And so, I say good night and God bless.
I think it's time to lay it all out. Can I hear my snare drum?
Yeah, I keep it rolling, sis. I'm on it.
That's okay, thank you. Circumvent. Mess on my own this. Walking down the miles and the long journey. Yeah, people said we are nobody, but we know certainly we are somebody. Yeah, time is so hard. These days are like nights, yet we struggle hard to see we get to the light. Like brothers and sisters, we join our hands to work hard. Yeah, and we are making sure that we get to the promised land, a land of milk and honey that is costlier and worth more than gold and money. We are making sure that we get out of this jungle and the little quirky cabin my sisters true. No matter how deep the ocean, we will swim through and tell you words cannot explain all we have gone through. In the hands of the enemies, zoo and the government, Biafran blood, pass through with luck. But we have Chukwuki Kabiyama, nothing goes wrong. Blacks rules everything around me, and it's pound in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Yeah, freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. We bear from blood, we never give up in this struggle. We are aiming high up. We are smart and fast, and the miss can't catch up. Yes, we know what we want, so we keep our pace up. Listen, we can't demand for what is not ours. Biafra is a land, and for sure is ours. That's why I'm proud to say I'm a Biafran blood. I'm a Biafran. Biafra is blessed, Biafra is great, cause Chukwuki Kabiyama has approved it himself. You see, Nigeria glooms while Biafra blooms. Biafra is an ideology, and there is no way that you can kill an ideology. Instead of Biafrans and Biafra flowing in the blood through our veins, and all the efforts of our enemies to stop us has all been in vain, cause we are the chosen ones. Yeah, blacks rules everything around me,